Oh, hello, mate. Is that James? James Connolly?
Yeah, speaking.
Hello, James. How you doing?
Not bad, mate, yourself.
Yeah, getting there, bruv. Getting there. It's tough job you do, bruv, isn't it?
It's what, sorry?
It's a tough job that you guys do, isn't it?
You're not wrong, mate, you're not wrong.
James, I'm not going to ask for any data or anything like that, mate. So I'd just appreciate if you could just hear me out, mate, and sort of take in what I'm going to tell you. Is that all right, bro?
Yeah, go on, no problem.
Yeah. You've got a lady that's called Antonia Garrity, I believe it's pronounced.
Right, spare me a second. Right, okay, yes, yeah.
Yeah, do you know that she's recently lost her daughter to lung and kidney disease?
I think, let's have a look. She's been speaking to our welfare team.
Yeah.
Her mum has.
Yeah, mate, yeah. I was just going to say, mate, I mean, you know, I don't know if you're a family man, I definitely am. And if I lost my daughter, mate, I would probably top myself. The girl was really going through it. And, I mean, it's a silly council tax debt, mate. And what I was going to say to you as the bailiff in charge of the case, is there any chance you can just hand it back, mate, so that the creditors could just write to her and she can get that sorted out, mate? Because the girl really, really doesn't need any more stress. You know, I don't know if you're a family man, mate, but losing one of your kids...
Does she work? Is she on benefits or anything like that?
From what I know, mate, she's bloody on suicide watch. I know I would be. You know, I mean, the thing is, James, you've got an opportunity here, mate, to sort of like, you know, do the right thing. The girl's lost her daughter.
Obviously, I'm trying to do, because obviously, when it gets past ourselves, I can't personally pass it back, you see. That's not my decision. I could return it to our office, but our office, it would stay with ourselves, because I think she has been speaking to our welfare team in terms of trying to get something sorted.
Yeah, the thing is though, James, obviously, if you was to pass it back to your pass it back to your office and just say to them, can we leave this one alone, pass it back to the creditor? I mean, you can do that, you know, the taking control of goods regulations do allow you to pass it back. You know, she's a vulnerable person, mate. What I'd say is, bruv...
I have seen all the details that are on there from when a mum is called.
Got you, mate. So, could you...
Does she receive benefits or anything?
I'm not too sure, mate. I don't think she's working, so she probably is. But she's a bereaved person, which makes her a vulnerable adult, mate. Now, James, just on a personal level, you know, me to you, can you please leave this poor lady alone? You know, she's lost her daughter. That's something no person should ever go through. Can you have a heart, give it back to your office and just say to them, can you please give this back to the creditor as a vulnerable person?
I could do that. I could put all the details. I've seen all of the details regarding it. But I can't say to you that if I return it to the office, that they would then return it to the council.
That's fine though, James, because if they gave it to another enforcement agent, mate, I'd be making exactly the same call again. And I'd be trying to appeal to their better nature, you know, because at the end of the day, bro, I phoned you up as a rule, mate. I don't like bailiffs. But I've thought today, you know, Christmas and all that I'd try and sort of talk to you as a human being on a one-to-one, but, you know, as a father.
I completely understand, but what I'd say, I don't want to say to you that I could return it and then our office will return it, because that's not a call that I could make. I'd be lying to you, basically.
Yeah.
Well, go back to our welfare team.
No worries, James, but as long as you ain't gonna chase it up anymore, at least that way, mate, you know, you're taking the stress off the lady. So
I've seen all the details, and you know, when I see details like that, you know, obviously it is something that I do not like.
great, mate, great. So will you do me a favour, bro, and not work this case?
What I'll do is she in a position to be able to speak to me, to give any details? Because if she's on benefits or something, and I could look at setting a low arrangement on the account.
Yeah, that means you guys still go and make all your fees and stuff like that. At the end of the day, James, what I'm asking for is that you do your best to get this back to the creditor. And so that way, mate, because she's on her arse, she ain't got no money. You know, setting up instalments and stuff like that, you're basically being a bit of a vulture there, mate, because the girl don't need to pay the exorbitant fees over the top. You know, James.
That's all that would happen with the council and what have you.
What, the council would enforce your bailiff fees?
It's what, sorry?
Would the council enforce your bailiff fees?
I'd say you'd stay with ourselves.
Well, not if you passed it back.
I'll put a note on saying I obviously had this call.
Right.
That she's not working, and obviously due to the obviously history and the vulnerability, I would send it back to our office. But as I say, it'd go to our welfare team.
Right. Yeah, I know all about that, mate. I know about that. But what I'm asking you is, will you personally not visit this lady's house and add to her misery?
I will return it to our office.
Great, mate. Great. If you can return it to your office, and if
circumstances, I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
Thank you very much, James. Thank you very much. Because the thing is, mate, if they send another enforcement agent out, I'm going to simply just call that enforcement agent and ask them to do exactly the same as you. Because you guys have got a moral responsibility overriding everything else to look after the people in society that need the help, mate, the vulnerable people.
Yeah, they have been trying, obviously, to do that. They've been speaking to a mum relating to it. But obviously,
if my little girl died, mate, I wouldn't be speaking to anyone. I'd hang myself. You know? And the thing is, you guys going round there, putting it on her for silly bits of council tax is not going to help anything. You know, the girl is in a depression that me and you probably couldn't even imagine. And all she needs is a little bit of breathing space. She's got family around her. She's got help. We're all going to try and help her get through it, mate, because it's nothing that anyone would wish on their worst enemy. And I just wanted you to understand that if you don't call round there, you will be helping her and being a good human being.
I'll return this to our office. Now, the best thing to do is to ask her mum. Is it a mum or...
Yeah, it's her mum.
Mum?
Yeah, no worries.
Mrs. Annesley.
James, thank you for passing that back. Please don't visit her anymore, and thank you for being a human being rather than an evil doing.
As long as if her mum gets in touch and gets something sorted with our office, because she has authority to speak on the account, and obviously there won't be any need for anybody else to come out.
Yeah, no worries. James, I'll get her to do that right now. Thank you for being a good man.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers, fella. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Didn't like not going around there, did he? But hopefully that's sorted the problem for now. And we'll let everyone know exactly what happens, because we'll take this on and we'll hopefully get the best result for the lady. There is some Christmas spirit.